Okay, so this is what I wanted to talk about. So, and I've talked about it at points, especially if you're one of my Reiki people. You've heard me talk about this to nauseum, but I do feel like it's a very important thing. So tonight we're going to do a meditation that I had learned from somebody else that I really, really, really like, and I've done it with some of you, and so, but I feel like it's something that we can do again. But I want to discuss absorbing other people's energy. So this is an important thing, okay? There's a whole bunch of different ways that you can absorb other people's energy, just so that you're aware. It's not just, oh, this person's a buzzkill and they're bringing me down, okay? It is bigger than that. It can be even if somebody's thinking about you and has like a focused intention on you, that can make you and them attract each other's energy and stick to each other like Velcro. So everything is just, all we are, we're just big radio transmitters. That's all we are. We're like a tower. We're like a radio tower, okay? So just like if you turn the radio on, it's not like the band is in your car or anything like that. It's a signal, and we are signals. This is all we are, and we're pinging and bouncing from thing to thing, and each one of us is a transmitter that connects to the next and the next. So I feel like I watched something happen with my husband. He tends to be a sponge sometimes for other people's energy, and I know a lot of people like this. It's those of us that are super compassionate. We like very empathetic. Just want to help everybody. You know, those of you that are in the medical industry, things like that, you get like really, you know, like, oh, I just want to help and I just want to do this. Energy workers, you know, people that do this stuff, it's like, oh, and then you have to be very careful because you will wear everybody else's energy, and then it goes beyond, I feel heavy and tired and listless, or I feel disconnected or whatever. It goes into your thoughts. So this is the part that is the trickiest. So I've talked about this before too, but again, I want to like connect all of this for everybody because I think we take it for granted and we forget how easy it is for this to happen. So we have our programming that happens from the moment of conception until 7 years of age, right? We're in this theta brainwave state. I'm a computer that's being programmed by my reality around me. Well, then I spend the rest of my life creating stories and situations around myself to validate whatever showed up from 0 to 7, okay? So if I was neglected, if I was, you know, given hand-me-downs, something like that, right? Like, oh, I never get anything new. You'll think that for the rest of your life. I never get anything. I can't buy myself anything new. I have to go and get everything used. You know, I just can't afford it. Like your story will match exactly that. Okay. And that's a mild thing. But then we start talking about abuse and stuff like that. And you just look for it and you search it out and you don't even realize you're doing it. So that's our own experience. Then we create stories. We create situations that happen throughout our life. Well, now I have like a whole battery of stories in my head. And now that I have this battery of stories in my head that match these frequencies, whatever they are, if I get into contact with somebody who has a similar frequency or a similar story, they match. Just like if I have a tuning fork and a tuning fork here and they're the exact same frequency and I hit this tuning fork is going to vibrate every time. And so if you have that frequency inside of you and you're around somebody that has another frequency that matches yours, boom, you will match. And then whatever their thoughts, their feelings, their stuff is, gets into your head like a little worm. And then you start viewing things through that structure because it matches your stories, okay? So this is every so often, it's super important to check in with yourself and be like, is this my stuff or somebody else's stuff? Is this me thinking and talking in here? I have all these crazy ruminating thoughts and I'm not really sure if this is mine. And so that's when you check in, and the key words are, and those of you who've worked with me know, it's return to sender with light, love, and full consciousness, okay? So just check in. It's like, I'm thinking like some really dark crap all of a sudden, or like I'm manicky all of a sudden. Sometimes people get like real manicky and they start talking really, really fast. I do that. So I will like jump into that, like talking like a million miles a minute, right? And so then I got to check in. Like, this might not be mine. And the problem is that feels good to me. So that like, that feels good to me. So then I will ignore it and I won't check in. I'll check in with the dark stuff, but I won't check in with the over crazy stuff because that's like a fun thing for me. And that may not even be mine. And that can slip into other behaviors and other thoughts. Return to center with light, love, and full consciousness. Light, because it's 186,000 miles per second. Love, because it's a super high frequency. Full consciousness, because it's right here, right now. Okay? Do that like 2 or 3 times and then sit with it. Like if the same exact feelings, if the same exact emotions, if the same exact thoughts are still there, then it's probably yours. If it's gone, or if it got softer, or it lost its sting a little bit, that ain't yours. So then it's gone, okay? So now we're going to do the meditation that goes along with this to clear other people's energy out of your body. There's a million ways that you can do this, but every so often it's really good to do this and drop everybody else's crap literally out of your body, okay? All right. Does anybody have any questions on any of that? It's all pretty simple, you know? And it's not woo-woo. That's the other thing. It's just frequencies. That's all it is. It's just vibrations, tones, and frequencies, which is all we are. So it makes sense that we're going to pick up other people's stuff. Okay? This is why we hug each other. Ooh, it feels so good. I pick up that frequency. Ooh, it feels so good. Right? This is why I like being in, this is why meditating in a group is so important. Ooh, it feels so good. You know, there's like this whole thing. But if we're in a low vibrational frequency and somebody else is maybe even thinking about you, obsessing over you, it's that simple. Okay? All right. Let's clear all of our junk out, shall we? Everybody sit up nice and tall. And settle in. We want that nice long central channel for this one. Tucking our chin slightly. Put a little smile on your face. And then loosen everything up on the forehead. Loosen up the eyes, loosen up the forehead. We don't want everything smashed, we want it loose. So for this one, it is nice to bring your imaginary gaze point up to where you feel like your third eye is. It's helpful because it really brings a more concentrated focus and intention and helps to activate that pineal and pituitary gland. So let's everybody take a nice deep breath in. And let that go. So I'd like you to picture, imagine, or think about the tip of your tailbone. And now we're going to focus on the tailbone in a way that we're going to allow a red ribbon or chain in our mind's eye come down out of the tip of the tailbone. It's going to go through the seat beneath you. It'll go through the floor. The subfloor of the building. Down through the earth. Any sewer lines, past that. Continuing this descent down through the aquifer that is beneath our belly. Continuing down it may go through caves, it may go through lava tubes. Let it continue to go down. Until it gets to where you can imagine it's hit the center of the earth. Now, we're going to instruct anything that is other than our own divine DNA blueprint to leave through that channel. People who have thought about us, talked about us, come into contact with us in any way. People we have thought about, talked about, and we're come into contact with. Allowing all of that energy to leave our body through that exit point. So while that's continuing to leave and exit the body, we want that to be from the past, the present, all times and generations. So it can go through every muscle, every organ, every nerve, every system, every cell of the body. I'd like you to picture, imagine, or think about putting almost like a big golden sun above your head. Big, beautiful golden sun just above your head. Now I'd like you to think of that golden sun as a magnet that has the ability to collect back all of the energy that you left out there or that somebody else may have collected from you. And just directing all the parts of yourself to go into that big, beautiful golden sun. And imagining that it is going to be cleansed and purified. Even the parts of yourself that go out in like text messages and emails, all the parts of yourself, restoring back in to that big golden sun. Now picture, imagine, or think about that attachment from the tip of your tailbone breaking off and falling down to the center of the earth, and that nice little spot there at that root chakra is nice and closed up and sealed. There's a chakra at the top of your head, a crown chakra. I just want you to imagine, if you can, that it's going to open up and simply invite all of those parts of yourself that have been cleansed and purified back into your body. From all time, the parts of you through this dimension and any other dimension that is specific, your original DNA blueprint, cleansed and purified from the top of your head all the way down to the ends of your fingers and the tips of your toes. And then imagine that that crown chakra closes back up. And that golden sun can go back out to the universe. And now we're simply going to place a red rose in front of us, about an arm's length in your mind's eye in front of you. This rose can act as like a shield and protection for you. Rose is a very high vibrational frequency. And if anybody tries to take your energy, or you find yourself in a place where you're a little cavalier with your own energy, that rose is going to act as a barrier. If it becomes too much energy for that rose, more roses will appear or replace that rose. And then just check in with yourself and check in with your own frequency. See how that feels for the next few moments. See if you feel a difference in the energy in the room as well. You can break your concentration and bring a little bit of movement back into your body. But please let your eyes be the last thing to come back online. Okay. All right. You might feel more tired, because it's like a cleansing. So I hope everybody sleeps good tonight. That'll make me happy, because we don't need other people's caca. So do that once in a while, okay? Like, we have recordings of this online, so you can go back and you can watch it again. And just do it ever so often, There's a bath I tell my clients to take. It's the EMF bath, which is 1 cup of baking soda and 1 cup of Himalayan pink salt. Even Salt Jar is here for it. And then you rest your foot on the faucet for about 5 minutes when you're in the tub, and that will discharge out any remaining electromagnetic field buildup in your body. Okay? When we have too much EMF in our body, because we're just, again, we're batteries. We have positive and negative currents running through our body all over the place. And so we pick up stuff, we absorb stuff. So, and to get rid of that every so often makes everything so much better. And then you're less porous, you're less susceptible to absorbing everything else, okay? Especially those of you that work in hospitals and stuff like that, just so that you know. Okay. And especially with what you do for a living. Because I've thought about that a lot. You know what I mean? And you're going into a space which is their most vulnerable space, and all the sadness that gets stored in this area.
I've wondered about that.
Yeah. I mean, people die from a broken heart, okay? Quentin did a past life regression on me once, and I died of a broken heart in that lifetime, and I could see it. And so, weirdly, I have little heart problems in this life. And when I go to my foot zoning lady, she always says that my emotional band over my heart has all these little tears in it. And so, and I saw it as plain as day, the girl that, that happened to. So it's a real thing. So when you are breaking into everybody's chest and holding their beautiful hearts in your hands, you know what I mean? There's so much in there, okay? So we need to clean ourselves out every so often. Clean it out. Don't hold on to anybody else's stuff. It's not healthy. It doesn't do anything. You know what I mean? It doesn't do anything. Just get rid of it. Okay, talk about some of the things we have coming up. We've got we have a Reiki attunement this weekend, but we're solid for that. But then we have there's that Ashtanga pop-up. This is the last one for August, which is great, and that is on Monday the 31st. I got both of them. And so then we are open on Labor Day, just so everybody knows. There is a stretch workshop. So stretch therapy. Have you ever been to a gym where there's somebody there that stretches people? That's the chick that's coming. She's going to teach you how that works, the mechanics of how it works, and what the fascia is doing, all of that stuff. So it'll be a really cool workshop, and that's on Saturday the 5th. And it's only $40. I think she's going to be doing a little bit of stretching for people so that they can at least feel what that feels like and stuff. So it's really good. And she's awesome. She's an awesome, awesome human. So it'd be good just to just be in her presence, because she's a lovely, lovely, beautiful woman. that I really care about. So then we've got kids yoga, Reiki share. I think the big thing that I wanted to focus on is like this month, September, we have a lot of really cool things that are all designed to like help you internally. Like all this stuff is like internal stuff that we're doing this month. So there's the stretch one, there's a TRE, which is like a shaking type of a therapy. Like you do this like weird little micro shaking and it like releases all of this stuff out of your body. Barb Plunkett's teaching that one. We did that with her and it was super interesting. It was like super, super interesting. I kept on saying, wow, I can't believe how weak I am. She's like, it's not that you're weak, like you're just releasing all of this stuff, this stored stuff inside of your body. So it's really cool. Then we have a self-hypnosis workshop on the 18th and 19th, which is a great opportunity to like learn how to do self-anchoring on things so you can like make these really deep positive changes for yourself all the time. Then we have this really cool thing. It's this, she's bringing snakes. And she's like, I don't know, Heather is a really cool chick. She goes to Kundalini with you. And she's like really excited. She's like going to be like working with people's fears and stuff and like helping them to kind of get over that. So like this whole month is just like all this really cool internal stuff. So, and then Dawn, you've got something cool too. On Friday night, the 25th, she's doing a journey. Just, you're like, it's me. She's like, it isn't. It's like there's a bunch of you, right? Yeah, so Kundalini, breathwork, and Amanda. Yep. So it's going to be good. Trifecta. It's going to be fantastic. So, okay. So lots of cool stuff. Make sure you get a calendar before you leave. And anything else, Quentin?
Those are the big things. Hiking club will start back up in October.
Yay!
So
That'll be cool.
The snake one with Heather, I just get like to clarify on that. It's kind of based off of the idea of like exposure therapy, right? So it's like I'm uncomfortable. If you're the kind of person like me, right? You look at a snake and you're like, I'm good. Then this is for you. And I'll be there, so we can all enjoy the discomfort.
So we can all be uncomfortable together.
We're all doing discounts on hypnosis sessions for trauma. So.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but I do think it's really, she's super excited about it, and she's a really cool person too. We just have all cool people here at ZenLife, aren't we lucky? So, and I mean that, I'm not being snarky. All right, and I think that's it. We'll see y'all next week. Thanks everybody. Thank you.